Hey, what's going on YouTube? In this video I'm going to be showing you guys a deck that I'm fairly passionate about, which is Libro Mikanko. This deck's actually really cool and really interesting what you can actually do with it as a toolbox deck. Pretty much the world is your oyster in this kind of deck. However, this deck does have its struggles, and we are going to get into that as well as have a little bit of discussion. So we play the 2 Ohime. There's a reason why we have to play 2. This card's pretty cracked. 1 Hare and 1 Nini. Let me just go back to this for a second here. The reason we're playing 2 is simply for its ability to search card, making it not really a hard brick, but this card can brick. Since we play like 14 bricks in our deck, or like 14 cards we don't want to see in our hand, we essentially want to be able to minimize the amount of bad things, and we don't want to see multiples of this in our hand. We want to see 1 maximum, 1 or 0. Fun with that. 1 Hare, we don't want to see this card in our hand. 1 Nini, we don't want to see this card in our hand, although there are some niche circumstances where it comes up, especially going second, but again, we don't want to see this card in our hand. 1 the Great Mikanko of Legend. This card is searchable by 14 ways. We play 1. All of our cards are like easily intertwined with each other via Isolt, because that's card stupid and cracked. But yeah, 1 Purifying Dance, it's pretty good. Essentially is to return them to hand effect, so it's pretty decent removal, so I can't complain at all. 1 Abrask. This card is essentially your e-telly for the deck, but with a cost kind of, if you have to equip to either your monster or opponent, a monster on the field, and then bounce and then special. So going second, this card's amazing. Going first, this card is less amazing but still really good, as essentially you can bounce back your Renault and then special summon Hare, and then special the Renault from hand, turn to a level 1, level 4, makes this, go off from there. But yeah, as well as the searching extension or disruption, which is pretty good. 1 Inviting Rondo, cards pretty good. Snatch Steal. 1 Mikanko Kagura. This in these circumstances can tribute off the Ben 10 to summon this. Activate Ben 10, search Diviner, normal Diviner combo. Blazing Dance is pretty good, as you can use this to revive Hare or Nini, so I can't really complain about that. 3 Fire, 3 Geek Boy, 2 Agent. You want to play 3 Fire, 3 Geek Boy for the reason of they're essentially just starters. You see this in your hand, you have combo. You see this in your hand, you have combo. You see this, it's less combo, but it's a decent extender at least. That's all if you see only this. Otherwise, if you see this and this, it's really good. And 3 First Appearance, you know why. This card is absolutely amazing. You can bump this down to 2 if you don't want to see that many in your hand, but I'd play 3 just for the sake of consistency. 3 Diviner. The card's busted. We can Scythe Lock with this. We can do so many things with Diviner. It's extremely versatile card, as well as turning it to a level 6 tuner to help make Charles. So this and like Hare makes Charles, which is pretty good. And yeah, it's just a great card. 1 Ben 10. It searches Ohime, searches a Diviner, so we can normal it, search Ohime. We have combo. 1 Doom Broker for the sake of searching our intervention. It's just amazing. This card is absolutely cracked. As well as on turn 3, you have like 7 cards in hand. It's just a great feeling. 3 Prep. Cards insane. I'd rather see pre-prep in my hand than any other multiples rituals, as it's just so versatile. Yeah. Triple E-Telly, you know why. We play the Geek Boy. We gotta play the E-Tellies. 2 Tactics, 3 Imperm, 3 Ash. These can be whatever the heck you want here. The staples, you can just throw in whatever. Sprite Elf, you know why. Reviving Diviner. It can like revive other cards as well that might come up. Just the main reason is Diviner. 1 Ferocious Flame Swordsman. This is Fire Warrior, so you can like use it to special summon the Renault from hand and go Isolt, and it also turns any 2 monsters into 1 warrior to help make Isolt. So usually this and this plus agent equals Isolt. So that's pretty cool. Cross Sheep. Card's pretty good. It says draw 2. Can't complain. IP Masquerena. You can go into this card against certain matchups to do Appaloosa plus Avramax here. Access Code is a pretty good card. Essentially just be able to clear their field, so I can't really complain about this card. Double Arclight, 1 Entis, 1 Infernal Charles, 1 Wallow, 1 Dompier, and then 1 Divine Arsenal, double A Thunder Zeus boy, big Chungus boy. But yeah, this is an interesting tech, since if we're against tier, we can just yoink their monsters, which is kind of funny. This is good because we can also yoink their monsters, but we can also just use it as a simple disruption. So yeah, I can't really complain about that. Cards are pretty good this format. Let's get into some things we might not want to talk about. This deck feels a little bit of that good copium, but it's a really interesting strategy. The reason why I say it's copium is essentially this format isn't the format for Rogue to be able to compete against meta that much. It takes a pretty good pilot in order to play this deck well as luck. Reason I say that, if they mill some of your combo pieces, it just sucks. If they mill like all your equips, it just feels so bad. As well as like being able to mill your rituals. So if they mill 4 of your rituals, you essentially almost insta lose, since you have no way to get that resource back, right? This isn't. You could like Italy tribute summon this, add back 1 combo from there, but that's really niche, and that's assuming they have no disruptions, which usually they do. But yeah, however, if you win dice roll and they don't open Havness and you're able to combo, you'll probably win, assuming you know how to combo with the deck. But yeah, that's at least my take on it versus tier. Versus Sprite, going first feels really good, as you're able to just yoink their monsters. Going second, this deck has a lot of problem going second in general. Even if we play the Mikanko stuff, right? We can't play multiples of this for the fact that we want to go first. And we can't side that because we can't side more of these for going second, because there's no point. I'd rather just play board breakers. And yes, these can break boards, but that's assuming they don't have negates. Of course they'll have negates, right? Sprite makes Toad. They have Carrot, they have Red, they have so many ways to stop your combo, and that's with decks in general. And then 1 Inviting Rondo. This card is another pseudo board breaker, since you can just yoink their monster, but you have to have a Mikanko on field, and you got an equip. If they just got Blackout, they just pop 2, right? I'd just rather play Sword Soul in that situation, right? They can banish your monsters, banish equips. They have so many ways of utility for stopping your cards. But yeah, this deck is very blowout or you get blown out kind of deck. You have a lot of interruption on turn 1, assuming you don't brick, but you can do a lot with this deck. And I think there will be a place for this deck. Maybe not tier 1, tier 0 like ever, although it might be mistaken and the Libromancer format might be coming soon. Woo! This deck has the potential to be tiered at some point, although that might just be massive copium. But as you can see with combos you've seen online or combos you might see in the next video perhaps, this deck has a lot of potential. I feel like a lot of people are either sleeping on it or really exaggerating this deck. It's great. It's not amazing. It's alright. But yeah, tell me your thoughts about it in the description below. Tell me if it's alright, if it's not alright. It's been a little bit since I've uploaded a video. Tier format's been a little bit rough for me. I've been doing some IRL grinding, interesting job stuff, right? Yeah, just let me know in the comments below, guys, and what you want upcoming, like if you want me to do anything other. But I will not make a tier Shizu video. Nah, screw that. What's the point of doing that? The deck's boring. But yeah, hope you guys like this video, and hopefully I see you guys in the next one. See ya.